Yo, I don't know what some of y'all got going on, but this love reading that I've been trying to do, that I didn't even want to do, that I put off, is messy and distracting and disruptive. It pissed me off, actually. And I don't be pissed off early in the morning. I'm a morning girly, all right? Jeez, so these cards that flew out just now are Hand of Cards, Coffin, Cassette. Hand of Cards says, take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing hand, gambling. Coffin, endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. And then Cassette, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. So I'm going to give you the gist of what I pulled earlier, and we'll see what comes up again, because it seems like this is going to be a continuation of that. So maybe the backstory doesn't matter so much, because when I tell you, it was 30 minutes of chaos. The kitten being very distraction. I just saw 117. Yeah. There is some interference. There is some person that pretended to be something that they were not, while a person was in a hopeful, healing, moving on to the next stage of my life type of phase. Somebody slid in there acting like that they were the one, but they apparently were not the 2, the 3, the 4. They was for the streets. That's what I got. Look. So the rising sun, the Ace of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, the 8 of Wands, the Lovers, the Hermit. Girl with the snake, empath and narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enable boundaries. Yeah. So essentially earlier, what I got, there was a lot of, the cards were messy, and normally I have an idea of how I want them to be. It's not specific spreads every time, but it was all over the place. The kitten kept jumping up on stuff, was knocking down cards, was sitting on my tarot box and was just like needy, and so the message that came up was that someone chose too soon. Someone jumped in. Someone made a big leap of faith and invested too soon based on the appearances of a dynamic, and ended up not panning out to be that way. And as a result, their shit got rocked. And then it became this I'm trying to get out. Because that's what Red is doing right now. Red is looking outside the door like it's a prison. Although if I open that door, she will run out there and then immediately run back in. Because it's cold outside. She want to get out there so bad. Hold on. But yeah. Now that she's calmed down some, I think she went to lay down. I did not let her outside because she's in heat. And there is a boy cat that has literally been sniffing around his joint. I had to shoo him away this morning. And I had to tell her, he only wants one thing, boo. He only wants one thing. She's really looking like, but mommy, I'm curious. She's not on some, but mommy, I love him. Because she don't play that for real. She be ready to fight cats. Support. I didn't mean to be playing with these, but I am, so we'll see. Walking staff came out. Support and encouragement. Okay, that seems like it's going to be important. But yeah, so let me try to regroup. The channel song that I got initially was Olivia Dean's, I think it's called A Few Minutes, 2 minutes, something like that. That's terrible, because when I tell you, different parts of it keep coming up and out in different ways. So the first time it came to me, it was back on your sofa. Of course I still care. Love always waits. It did it again. It switched again. Beforehand, I had no problem singing the song as it was. It came out like the regular lyrics, like, of course I still care. Love's never wasted when it's shared. The second time I tried to record and sing it, it came out with love's always wasted when it's shared. And then the last time that I tried to do it, it was, you thought I still cared is what came out when I tried to sing it. So like somebody is all over the place, bruh. Like I need to figure out if this is a past energy. Cause what? Somebody is a mess. Somebody is an absolute mess. Okay, but the cards that came out this time are the Grim Reaper. Okay, so it is a past energy now. It's past energy now. So maybe whoever that person was, okay, maybe they got rid of this person, because on my phone now it says it's 7:23 and the my phone is at 46%. So 7, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. So maybe. Maybe. Anyway, the Grim Reaper says relationship is over, no second chances, grow and transform your life, ascending, transcending obstacles, leaning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. And I just heard ain't nothing to cut that bitch off. So maybe somebody, I wanted to say grew a pair, which sounds rude, but apparently that's the energy of this reading. It's rude and distracted and chaotic. Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming, surprise, invitation or meeting, hesitation. Hammer, sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repertoire, persistent, working on it. Okay, well that's these are good cards. So, Spirit, let's see. What you got for us, please? Because that was stressful. You know what? Let's do this the right way. All right. Whew, Spirit, ancestors, and guys, thank you for all that you do. Thank you for clear, concise, and precise messages in advance. Protect me from further chaos. Protect me from drama and craziness, because I have enough in my own life. I appreciate all the messages in advance, and I hope that they serve everyone's highest good so that we can bring in and embody the energy that we want to have for ourselves and the collective in 2026, because that was ghetto. When a card came out, they not quiet at all right now. 10 of Cups. All right. Okay. I'm not going to take all these out, but I'm just looking. King of Wands. Fire energy. Leo, Sagittarius. Ooh. I'm not getting Aries with that, but I got big Leo because sevens. So we got 7 of Swords. That's not good. 7 of Wands, King of Wands, and that's with Cupid's arrow. Somebody's holding back. 10 of Cups, 10 of Wands, Temperance. Shit's gonna balance out though. And 7, okay, well, we got more 7s coming. The Chariot. Someone's coming to rebuild after fucking something up. Did somebody fuck something up because of those distractions? That sounds right. That sounds, but now they want to fix it because they was being sneaky. What y'all been doing? Like, girl, What are y'all doing? The funny thing is, I don't feel collective energy in this right now. This feels like energy that's approaching the collective. This don't feel like us. Because I feel like I'm part of this. 10 of Wands. Yeah, no, this ain't us. This is something that somebody put down. Y'all put this down. Thank goodness, because I was ready to put it down. Okay, that's too much. The rising sun. The wheel of fortune. What is the rising sun? Let me figure that out. So the rising sun is about new beginnings. It's about self-confidence, optimism, setting new intentions, and creating your new reality. So this is present energy. Information is what I was about to say. This is present energy because that is what 2026 is all about. It's about, so 2025 is about breaking down those facades and those recognizing the patterns that serve and don't serve, doing inventory and an assessment of, okay, this is what do. It's like an experimenting time period, like to really be like, yeah, nah, this ain't, that gotta go. This don't work no more. And so this is like getting into that dreaming stage. Wherever you plant roots or put seeds down and things like that, it's going to be successful. So when I was saying that I didn't feel collective energy in this at all, it's because, like I said, the 10 of Wands, which shows that it's like, that's, we put that down. Like, that's, no, we not having that thing on our back no more. That's a wrap. Tens, that's the other thing about 2025. 2025 for me was all about closing cycles. So when I was, because a lot of times I shuffle and it's just me like kind of fiddling or whatever, the snake card and seduction came out, and this came beside the 10 of Wands, and yeah, so to me that clarifies. So the snake card says competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. Yeah, I hadn't read it. So yeah, we done with that. We're not doing that. The collective that is in the same frequency, or like, let's say life space, the same energy we're in, whatever mindset, we're not doing that. Compete where? What? Girl, what? And then seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third party interference. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. And it started to try to spin on its side. So yeah, somebody was playing games. Play games play stupid games. Play games. You might lose the prize. You lose access to the prize. You might not win. Like, people don't understand. Ugh. Judgment. Yeah. Judgment. So judgment is making a decision. Time's up. Spirit, ancestors, angels, Earth itself, because this is the angel that looks like it's coming out of a mountain. The skirt is like clouds. The shirt has stars on it. There's a hourglass. And it's a real chill, real cute, like, yeah, you gotta go. And I just saw 3, 2, 1. Sorry, that's not. It is funny, but my spirit team is petty sometimes. Okay, 8 of Pentacles. So the 8 of Pentacles is about hard work. Sorry, I just had something come to me. Hard work. So then 6 of Pentacles is about equal give and take. But in this case, this doesn't give equal give and take. This gives everyone wanting something from someone. And then the King of Cups. Yeah. Okay. The King of Cups. So it's like love. Because this person is... It's so interesting. This is one of the most interesting, like different looking Six of Pentacles that I've seen in a card before, because this person doesn't seem interested in giving or receiving. They kind of just seem standoffish. Like it doesn't seem like their hands are like it doesn't seem like they want anything. But you got some people who are like, feed me, Seymour. And then you got other people who are like, here. Like that reminds me of this is sad. My anime lovers, why Spirited Away? Dear God, why did I want to say sailing away? If the Six of Swords comes out at some point or another, so many S's, and it's 737 on my what's name? If the Six of Swords comes out, I'm gonna scream. I really shouldn't scream, but yeah, it's giving Spirited Away when I cannot remember that demon monster spirits. I'm just say spirits name right now. He was like, and she was like, no, thank you. No, so somebody's just been holding their little cup of love. Just wanted to give it to somebody. This seduction card is standing out to me again. Because it's spun on its side, so. I'll come back to that. Okay. The Ten of Swords and the Empress came out. So to me, that goes back to the 10, the closing out, and a 616. I'm sorry. It's just funny when the cards come out like that. So this is our energy. This is giving my collective's energy. I think not. I think not. That shit is dead in the water. Okay, dead. We not doing this. This is no. We choose to stay back because we don't. So that's our energy. That's our energy. Got it. Let's clarify, because this seems like a good mirroring. Maybe this was both people having been fooled for like that one last hurrah in 2025. And now and now it's shaping up to be something different. So that last hurrah, that last heartbreak, lets you realize how abundant that love is. That judgment call. Yeah, like this saying, I ain't gonna be able to do it. No, I won't do it. Not I, said the cat. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting whoever I'm tapping into. You're funny too, because you grew up watching Def Comedy Jam and stuff, didn't you? You grew up. I can tell. You grew up watching the greats. That's why you're not extra cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You grew up. You grew up with house phones and kids lines, didn't you? Your family probably had a kid line, because we did. Temperance. So you're balanced now. You've been able to balance out that heartbreak, that light and that dark. And you're not fighting. I know that's right. So the 5 of Wands came out, the Queen of Cups, and the 9 of Wands. Okay, dang, the fact that they were in reverse, though. The Queen of Cups in reverse is not a good. That gives narcissistic mother. Somebody's not arguing with their narcissistic mother, baby mama, whatever. Someone's not being on guard, because the 9 of Wands typically is about being defensive and things like that. Someone's releasing that. Someone's also releasing this conflict, fighting ass energy, because, yeah, that's giving parent. Because one of them is taller. Well, one of them is standing up, and the other one is leaning over. I've actually never seen a 5 of Wands look more peaceful. Like, this one actually doesn't look like extra beef. But it does give, like, I'm sunning you with love type energy, but then recognizing, nah, like with these 3 cards, because I saw 909, with these 3 cards coming up together, this is someone recognizing that someone did not have their best interest at heart and deciding to release that person because they're not supportive, because it fell out on top of walking staff, support and encouragement. So release, release, release. Okay. Let's see. Lunar eclipse. This is giving temperance and balance, but I'm gonna double check what the meaning means. This card is about optimism. So it's going back to that kind of idea of just like being optimistic, creating the reality that you want. No focusing on things that are beyond your control. It's really focusing on spiritual introspection, and personal power and gratitude and just openness, and shifting your mindset from taking all of the negatives and framing them as positive. Like, what did you learn from the messiness? Because that's what this is giving me. What did you get from the messiness? The lessons and the blessings. You got to take both, and then the way you move forward is what determines what your next stage looks like. This is releasing limiting beliefs, and just believing in personal power. I'm gonna pull one of these oracles. Yeah, and this came out yesterday in the other reading. So, planning, setting intentions, optimism. I'm gonna leave it there, honestly. But that's the point of all of this. I hope y'all followed it because it was chaotic, but I guess that's the point. The point is that things will get chaotic. Things can be messy, will be messy or whatever. But as long as you take accountability and take an accurate assessment of all that you gained, even through your losses, you can manifest whatever you need for the next chapter. So now it's time to visualize it, start plotting out specific steps, and start investing those seeds loudly.